Hello. Yes. Good evening, Mr. Vijay Kumar. Welcome. Good evening, participants. Welcome to the certificate course in counseling skills. I welcome all the participants to come on your videos because I don't want to be talking to the screen. I'd like some people to be on the screen. All right. So welcome, Dr. Shankaraman. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, Pauline. So it's 6 o'clock, so we begin. So today's topic is exploring emotions. So the very interesting topics that we are going to see, like what is this exploring emotions? Okay. See, in other words, it's also known as emotional disclosure. Yesterday, we discussed self-disclosure. Today, we discuss emotional disclosure, or how do we express our emotions and feelings. Many times, the word feelings and emotions are spoken interchangeably, but then there is a subtle difference between feelings and emotions. Feelings are internal, and emotions are the way that we express it in our behaviors. Like so today, so we are going to see about how we can channelize our emotions. So what is an emotion? An emotion is an energetic response to the personal meaning of an event. Let's take the example of a birthday party. So the event is a birthday party. In the party, we meet the birthday celebrant, the birthday baby, the family, relatives, and it's an event like. And there is an exchange taking place between the party members and between the persons who go to actively take part in the party. So it's an event, it's a relational exchange. So emotions and feelings are always taking place in a situation of relationship. If there is no relationship, there is no emotions like meaning. So how I evaluate what's at stake? I am going for the party, believing that I am going to share my joy and happiness with the birthday baby. That's how I evaluate what's at stake. I hope that it's going to be a wonderful experience for me. Therefore, I go for the party. Okay. So what happens? Energetic response. Something is happening to us. Something is moving in our body. It's an energy moving in the body. For example, we meet our parents after a gap of a month or two. There's a great energy of expectation moving in our body, like on after summer vacations, when the students are in a board of their vacation, and they are expecting for the opening day the new energy moving into the body, so that they can meet their friends, their professors, and place that they're familiar with it, like. Okay, so emotion is an energetic response to the personal meaning of an event. We are personally involved in that. And it's a relational exchange. That's an exchange taking place between you and I. And how do I evaluate it? And in all these happenings, there's an energy in a moving in our body. So when an energy moving in our body, so what do we do? What do we do with that energy? That's the question, like the choice. What do I do with that energy? Okay, in other words, so emotion can be, explained, like it's a state of mind, it's strong, positive or negative feeling, both psychological and physiological. Now, as counselors, we are not only looking at the physiological, the energy aspect of the client, but also the psychological energy of the client. And how is it expressed? It is expressed, either people express it or suppress it. Sometimes they repress it. When they do it, what happens? It influences their thinking and behavior. When they express their feelings, sometimes they can suppress their feelings, sometimes they can repress their feelings, like taking the experience to the bottom of their unconscious level. So when it happens, their thinking is affected, their behavior is affected. When it is affected, it can manifest in the form of emotions and feelings, like the most predominant feelings that all of us experience in our lives are these are the most predominant feelings: happy, sad, fear, anger, surprise, disgust. Now we have in the second grade of feelings and emotions that all of us experience. The second grade are guilt, enthusiasm, depression, pride, regret, vulnerability, anxiety, disappointment, jealousy, frustration, shame, confusion, lonely, resentment, hope, trust, contentment, satisfaction, peace, confidence, and optimism. So these are some of the primary feelings. From the primary feelings are six: happiness, sadness, fear, anger, surprise, and disgust. And the secondary feelings are all the feelings that you see it on the screen. Now, let's take some of the principles behind these feelings and emotions. What is this? There is legitimacy. What is this legitimacy? You have a feeling, I respect it, I acknowledge it. I have a feeling, you acknowledge it, you respect it. There is a legitimacy. Everybody is entitled to have his own feelings and emotions. We cannot say that my emotions and feelings are greater than yours. Everybody is entitled to experience one or the other feelings in his life or in his career. So legitimacy to be respected. Suppose if somebody is crying in the class, it's a feeling. We need to respect that. We don't need to, make fun of that. Somebody is disappointed and somebody is very stressed out and depressed. It is her or his feeling. There's legitimacy, and that legitimacy has to be respected. Well, genuineness. There is no manufacturing emotions, like, so we cannot manufacture emotions that will be equivalent to acting. It's only actors, they manifest emotions. People with genuineness, they won't want to manufacture emotions. And it's only people with problems in their lives, they will repress one's emotions. What is repression? Unconsciously you are taking to the bottom of your unconscious level, like, so it is kept and it is locked there. So very seldom it comes out. It comes out only in counseling and therapy, but otherwise repressed emotions, they are all the time locked up. So people with genuine feelings and emotions, they will not manufacture emotions. Okay. Moving on, expression is part of your genuineness. For example, I'm happy. I express it. When I see you, I welcome you. I greet you. It's a part of genuineness. Like. And sometimes cultural norms play a huge role in hiding and expressing emotions. I have heard, boys don't cry. It's a shame on you that you're a boy and you're crying. Sometimes, girls, they come out and say, I'm a girl, I need to talk about this to somebody. I cannot just, keep it myself. I have to talk it to somebody. Like, there are cultural elements involved in the feelings and expressions. Like, constructive expression. What is this constructive expression like? It does not give license to people. We cannot manipulate emotions. Sometimes people use emotions to manipulate. Sometimes some students, if they are badly caught for one or the other mistakes, so what do when we question them or when we confront them? Immediately they will cry. They will start sobbing, crying. Sometimes that becomes defense mechanism. So what is the defense mechanism here? Oh, if I cry, then they will feel guilty and leave me alone. They will not question me and they will not confront me. Many children do that. If they cannot escape the challenges and confrontation, they will immediately start, shedding tears and start crying. Now they feel, we don't understand their, shedding of tears and crying, and they feel that we will let them go. Well, counselors and psychologists, we must know crying sometimes becomes a defense mechanism. Now, emotional control and repression. Repressed emotions will tend to leak out in distorted and disguised ways, such as lack of cooperation, silence, coldness, cynicism, and sarcasm. See, people can be easily offended like for small little things. So what do? They feel hurt, they feel wounded, and they are affected by that. They repress these emotions. So how do they reveal it? They reveal it in the form in disguised ways, in different forms. Like they won't, cooperate. They'll be very silent. They won't talk to you. They'll remain very cold, unless otherwise they're very warm. They will be very cynical, like, and they will make any very sarcastic, comments. Meaning what? They are controlling their emotions and they have repressed some of their emotions. Like, okay, this is interesting. Okay. So how do people deal with emotions like? Now, there are three ways of dealing emotions. One, they shut down in their body. How do they shut down? They take everything inside their body, like they don't express their feelings and emotions because they are so scared of expressing their feelings and emotions. Like now, that is equivalent to blocking breath that is entering into the person's body. So when they block breath, when they shut down everything in their body, what happens? Like sometimes they act out, they overreact. See, it's many times the behaviors of the extrovert personalities can be understood, but then many times we do not know when uh, the persons with passive type of persons will come out and burst out of proportion, like act out, and they'll be very impulsive. Many times we may have had experiences in our own homes, like children, they break the things if they're angry. Fathers sometimes they beat up they beat the children, like sometimes they beat the wife. So indirect expressions, because they do not know how to handle their feelings and emotions. They are very impulsive. They shout, you know, obscene words and shout at the top of their voice, and are very impulsive, and they do not know how to handle their emotions. Okay. Now, the how else they um, block their block the breath in the body? Acting. Either they overact impulsively or they underact, acting. So when they underact, once again, they block the breath that's entering into their body. So what happens? They develop, psychosomatic symptoms. What are these psychosomatic symptoms? When psychological problems, when they are not resolved, they affect the body. For example, now people with the constant, sinus, people with constant, cold, backache, ulcer, all these, problems, according to, psychologists, they're all, psychosomatic problems. Like now, you ask them to go for a medical checkup, and the results will be, negative. It's meaning what? It's not their physical problems, it's their psychological problems. When psychological problems, when they are not dealt properly, in the long run, it affects the body. So therefore, it becomes a psychosomatic symptom. Like they cannot really express their feelings and emotions in a normal way. Now I'm going to connect with yesterday's presentations, the M type, meaning the introverts, the passive type of people. I said that these people are experiencing the psychopathology of the average. 80% of the people, they do not know how to express their feelings and emotions. So they are non-assertive. They are non-assertive. Um, Participants, I'm just going to stop sharing and come back again. Just hold on. Yeah, just hold on. Yeah. Uh, okay. I'm not getting that. Okay, fine. All right. So this is about the M type of people. Now let's go to the D type of people. D type of people. They play a lot of head games. Like once again, they express their emotions and feelings in an indirect way. You talk. You are the cause of my problems. Like you spoiled my life. You did not give me enough direction in my life. You took away all my opportunities. Blaming the others, like indirect expression. They will use a lot of, head games. Coercion. What is coercion? Making, people, they force people to do something like, for example, if they're angry with somebody, if the children are angry, if the parents are angry with children, what do? So they take the remote out and hide the remote from the children so that they don't watch, television. Like sometimes they hide the, telephones. They hide the, cell phones. Sometimes they don't charge the cell phones. It's an indirect way of expressing their feelings and emotions, coercion. Like many times they punish the children or their, co-workers in such a way that they feel, guilty. So coercion, like judgment. These kind of people, they easily make, judgments of on the people, like projection. What is, projection? They reveal their unresolved issues onto the others. Like, for example, I may have, problem of attending the online classes, like, but then I will tell the professor, sir, she does not like to come attend the online classes. Projection, like unresolved issues. The issues that are unresolved in my life, I put it onto the others. That's called, projection. So these type of, people are called, D type. I told you yesterday, D type, the aggressive, type of people. Like they are known as, extroverts. They are very aggressive, type of people. Okay, so the um, M type, they shut down their feelings and emotions in the body, indirect expressions. The D type, once again, they play a lot of, head games. Once again, it is an indirect expression, and they're very aggressive. Whereas the M type, they're very passive, non-assertive. And here, um, the D type, they are very aggressive. And let's go into the B type. Who are these, B type? So the B type of, people are the ones who are aware of their feelings and emotions. And they make a clear choice. It's a direct expression. And when they express their feelings and emotions, they're very spontaneous and they're very self-directed. Like they allow breath. Whereas in other types, they block breath. The D type, they block the breath and they keep it inside the body, inside the head. And the M type, they keep it inside their, body. Whereas here, they let the breath to flow, freely. Like so, what do? They identify the feelings and the emotions they're experiencing themselves, and what do they do? And they find out exact, exact vocabularies. Like in other words, they name their feelings and emotions. Yes, somebody scolded me. I'm angry. I'm angry. It's not a negative emotion. Many times, people, distinguish emotions as positive emotions and negative emotions. There are no positive emotions and negative emotions. Like all emotions are human emotions. Like only thing, some people they are able to identify their emotions and they're able to express their feelings and emotions in a normal way, whereas others they are unable to identify, name their emotions in a normal way. Okay. They name their emotions, like, and they can also use a metaphor. For example, I am feeling cool. I'm feeling cool like in a cucumber. How are you feeling? I'm feeling on top of the mountain. I'm feeling like a star in the sky. Metaphor. Use a metaphor to explain your feelings, like, and they are also in control of their impulse. They are also in control of their impulse. Like, secondly, non-verbal expressions. It is a skill. Somebody comes and shakes, hands with you. you express it in a non-verbally. And there is also called a verbal expressions. You express it verbally. And whether you express it in words, whether you express it non-verbally, and it is your choice. It is your choice to keep it in a private or to make it in a public. So these type of people, they are known as the B type, the ambiverts, the assertive type of people. Non-assertive, unhealthy, aggressive, unhealthy. So what is healthy is assertive type of people. So now let's look into some of the expressions. How do we express our feelings and emotions? Single words. I feel good. I'm angry. I feel caught. I'm depressed. So you can use the feelings in single words like. And using phrases. How do we use? How do we express the feelings and emotions in phrases? I am out of sorts. I have my back against the wall. I'm sitting on top of the world. So using phrases to express our feelings and emotions like. Now we can also use experiential words. Here are some of the examples. I feel she loves me. I feel she likes me. I feel good that you are attending to my lectures. I feel encouraged that many of you are switching on your videos and watching my presentation. I'm happy to see Father Raymond all the time coming in, signing. He's one of the first person to sign for the program. Like, see. In other words, experiential words. These are all experiential words. Like, I feel that I am watched, evaluated, and I feel that he cares. I feel like giving up this. So these are all experiential words. When we experience something, we can use them in a particular way. Now we can express our feelings in single words. We can express our feelings using phrases, and we can express our feelings using experiential words, and we can also express our feelings and emotions with behavioral statements. What are these behavioral statements? I feel like singing and dancing through the streets on New Year Eve. This is the behavioral statement of people like, come on, let's go to the streets, sing and dance and make merry that the past year is ending and we are going to see the new year. I feel like, telling them off. I feel like hitting you and breaking your teeth. These are all the feelings of, behavioral, statements like. Okay, moving on. So now we are going into the activity. I explained to you what is an emotion, and I explained to you the three types of emotions, and I explained to you how do we express emotions. Single words, using phrases, experiential words, and behavioral statements. So here I am going to, yeah, yes, this is the activity, and we are going to break down in rooms. So what triggers your emotional reactions? This is the question. What triggers your emotional reactions? People, places, times, and words. What triggers your emotional reactions? People, places, times, and words. Okay, so I am going to stop sharing and I'm going to break in the groups, breakout rooms, and how many are present, sign automatically. We have 140. So I put it to 20 groups. Or yes, I'm breaking into 22 groups. and I am creating the groups. And Mr. Mohan, Mr. Mohan, Mr.
Yes,
Mohan,
sir. Yes, sir.
yes, breakout rooms, please. Yeah, I'm breaking out rooms. Kindly open all the unmute the mics. So I'm going to open all the rooms. It is open. Yes, it's open. So you can go ahead. What triggers the emotions? People, places, words. Yes, unmute your mics, please. Yes, I see a lot of people are engaged and some have not joined the groups.
Professor,
Yes,
I am unable to connect. I am unable to connect to the room chat. I have some technical problems. I think.
oh, okay. No problem, yes. Which group are you? You're in which room, Professor?
Two, Professor, two. Professor.
Two. Yes, let me see two. Your good name?
Shankar, Professor, Shankar Ram.
Oh, okay, I'm going to close the rooms. So let's come back. Yes, close all rooms. Yes. 60 seconds, leave the rooms, breakout rooms, like, okay.
breaking room வெளிய வந்துச்சு.
Yes, Akalya, what's your experience?
Sir, I met some two professors, sir.
Yes, you met two professors. Great, yeah.
Yes, sir. One
Yeah.
is from Tiruchirappalli and some other professor from some district, sir. I don't remember.
Okay.
They said one is Louis Mary and somebody else like Gilbert Rani. They said that Gilbert Rani, that man said that the gestures figures their emotions, sir. The gesture of
Oh,
other people's, their body language.
oh, the body language. Okay, that's very nice. Yeah,
this is a
anybody else?
non-verbal stimulus. It's a non-verbal stimulus, you know. There is no more
Non-verbal
any
stimulus, yes.
words. Yeah.
Fine, fine. Non-verbal stimulus, like. Okay, like what? Non-verbal stimulus, what?
Staring.
Somebody's, yeah,
Just
right. Yeah, I was about to say that somebody's staring at you and you get very irritated, you get angry. Why this guy, sharing it,
yes,
staring it?
laughing sarcastically. And
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, cynicism, yeah, laughing sarcastically, yeah. So that triggers your emotions, like, yeah. And how do you deal with the man who is talking with me?
Then, sir,
Man who is talking to me?
but sir, Gilbert from Arlanandar College.
Oh, Gilbert Tony, yes, Professor Gilbert Tony, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will be happy to see you on the video.
Yeah.
If you can come on the video.
So just a minute, sir.
Sure, 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 sure. Yeah. Anybody else in the meantime?
Sir, I'm Dr.
Well,
Secretary.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Sir, yesterday and today's your activity really makes us to feel very good, sir, and it is
Okay.
making the session very live. First of all, I should say that, and thank you for that, sir. And the
Okay.
second thing, we had some 6 of us in the room, and the 4 of us we conversed with each other. And for the 2 people, words they make them feel good, and if the words are not appropriate, that makes them feel bad. And the
Okay.
other person's voice was breaking, so I couldn't recognize. And as far as myself is concerned, I feel so elated, and I used to be on cloud 9 when I go to places, when I visit places where there is
Yeah.
no cloud and it is full of nature, like mountains and all that. So this is what
Yeah.
was the conversation within our group, and
Okay.
it was a less time, and then we left the room, sir. Thank you.
Okay, very nice, very nice, very nice. Yeah. I'm really excited to listen to your comments. Yes, anybody else? Yeah. We give one more chance.
Sir, this is from Subha, sir. Actually,
Okay.
I'm having a doubt. Like you are explaining the different type of M group and D group, sir. Which
And B groups, yes, yeah.
yes, which personality is good or
Healthy.
which is
Yes,
healthy?
B group. B group, yes. Assertive
D
type.
group.
Yeah,
So
assertive type.
if we are
We
in,
listen
if
to
we
people, we listen to people and then respond, like. And we always have choices to process, choices to keep for ourselves, or choices to express it. Whereas in M type, they have no choices. They only keep it for themselves. They do not express their feelings and emotions. Whereas for D type, deficiency type, they are very aggressive in expressing their emotions and feelings. Whereas B type, they will they will experience the feelings. They know how to handle the emotions. They listen to everything. I said name. They hello. Yes. If you are not talking to me, kindly mute your mic, please. Yeah. So they will listen to you very carefully, and they will respond appropriately. Yesterday we saw about appropriate in the self-disclosure. But today, what is appropriate emotional exposure is that we make choices to keep it private or to express it. That's very healthy. Like, see, all the times we cannot say anything and everything to people. Like, there are certain times we'll have to rationalize, and we'll have to analyze. Hey, okay, I feel bad about this, but should I express this to my friend. If I express this to my friend, what if he or she feels bad about it? Well, I may be feeling bad about it. If you have real, love and concern for the other, love and concern for the other, the B type of people, they will always look into the love and concern of the other. Like they will never make people feel bad about anything. See, they will look for opportunities, not opportunities. They will look for appropriate time to reveal to them. When we were talking, I felt like telling you this, but then I felt it was not the right time to express my feelings. But now I'm telling you because I care for you. So B type is a healthy type, meaning they know they have the skills to express their feelings and emotions. In other words, simple. The B type, what do? They name the feeling, number one. Number two, they own the feelings. Okay, it's my feeling. I own it. You are not responsible to my feelings. It's I who experience this feeling. I name the feeling. I am disappointed. Yes, I am disappointed. You see? I am angry. I am angry. It's my feeling. And it's very legitimate. And if you are good friends, we need to understand this. We name this, number one. Number two, we own this. Number three, we express it. Name this, owning it, express. When you name it, when you own it, and when you express it, you'll be so careful that you will not hurt anybody. Because by the time you process this, what happens? You have internalized everything, you have understood the meaning of your experiences, and you have come to a conclusion. You have named it and you have owned it, and now you have learned the skill to express it. Hey, my dear child, I feel, for example, I give an example. For example, a child is watching your cell phone all the time. Right? You are very angry. Parents are angry. Everybody is angry. Teachers are angry because we are having a lot of trouble with this. We are angry. But then how to tell them? We cannot shout at them. So there will be an appropriate time and tell them, my dear children, you see, now what are you gaining by looking at the cell phone all the time? You are losing your inner creativity. Tell me whether you have created anything by looking at the cell phone, by spending enormous amount of time in scrolling. Scrolling has become an addiction. Like parents are finding it very hard to control the children. They're very angry with this, and they're very disappointed with it. You can quietly, when appropriate time comes, you sit with your child quietly, not to embarrass him or embarrass her, not to make her feel guilty. Just explain to her, my child, you are doing your PG. Well, I respect you. You are an adult, and I expect some responsibility from you. I feel very bad that you are wasting your time. I feel disappointed, that I have invested a lot of my time and energy and money for you, for your education. But then I'm disappointed to see that you are wasting your time in social media. Of course, many students, they make use of social media so creatively, so beautifully, like, but there are many of the students, they simply, uselessly, spend their time in the social media. So there's a way to express. Any feeling can be expressed. See, okay, all right. So let's move on with. Let me move on with my presentation.
Sir, can I ask a question?
Ma'am, shall we keep it towards the end?
This is related to your works.
Ask. Yes, go ahead. Yes, ask.
My emotions will be validated when the opponent is having the same. I'm having a boy of age 14. He's not at all listening to me.
Yeah.
Even though also I am emotionally in imbalanced condition because I am a cancer survivor.
Still upset, yes. Okay, yeah. Ma'am.
Cancer survivor, I couldn't balance him.
Yeah, okay. Okay, fine, fine. Yeah, yeah. So, ma'am, it's good to know that when they step into the teenage, I want to give the analogy of a roller coaster. When you go to Vega Land or Black Thunder, we have been on to the roller coaster rides. So what happens? Now, when we take off, we are on the plain ground. Then it takes us to ups and downs, takes for about 2-3 minutes like. Then after 3-4 minutes, once again, we land in the playground. So teenage is like going on a roller coaster. At the time that he enters into the teenage, he's on a plain land. But then the moment that he progresses in the teenage, it's a roller coaster experience. Like it's a emotional period of emotional turbulences. For some time, you know, parents may feel that we have no control over them, but then don't stop instructing the children. Don't punish them, but let us not stop instructing the children. So when they were studying there in the fifth standard, you tell them once, they will obey, and they will obey to your instructions. Like when they reach 13, 14, for example, the boy, 14-year-old boy, he's engaged in scrolling, and it's a time for dinner, and everything is said. You have said, everybody else is set on the table. The boy is still keeping on scrolling. You tell him once, he may not come to you. 10 times you tell him, he may not come to you. Why? Because for him, your instructions are not important. For him, his scrollings. That's a psychology you must understand. Boys and girls in their teenage, they 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 do what they see. Simple psychology. They do what they see. They watch a movie, they like to do that. They watch heroes, they like to imitate like. So this will go on for a very long time, from 14 year onwards. You see, they deal with a lot of issues like issues of identity. Who am I? You see, so far I was under the control of my parents. Like now, you know, I have come of age. Who am I? What is my identity? Where is my independence? Even now, after becoming an adolescent, I have to obey my parents. I have to be under the commands of the parents. Where is my freedom? Where is my autonomy? Now I am capable of loving not only my parents, not only my family people, not only my siblings, but also I am capable of loving my own classmates, maybe boyfriends, maybe girlfriends. So there is a search. It's a time for search for identity. Who am I? Who is going to give me the identity? My friends, my family, my teachers, my college. Who is going to give me this identity? Search. It is a search. They're searching. Their mind is full of these questions. Who am I? And what am I? When am I going to get that absolute freedom? I'm telling you, my dear teachers, my dear ladies and gentlemen, nobody is going to experience absolute freedom in our lives. Like second issue, third issue, intimacy. Search for intimacy. Okay, who should I love? Should I love my, my boyfriends, or should I look for some girlfriend? Because these days, all these are happening. Like then another fourth issue that they're struggling with is morality. What is good, bad? You see, we are the mirrors of morality. Parents are the mirrors of morality. Yesterday, I told you there is only one way to be honest, and there are tens, hundreds, of millions of ways to be dishonest. If we are honest, our children will be honest. If we are prayerful, our children will be prayerful. If we are respecting our parents, they will be respecting us. If they are not, if we are not respecting the rules, laws of the society, they will not be. So they are struggling. They're looking for leaderships. They are looking for ideals. They don't find. So it is a period of search, madam. So for example, you lose something. You lose something, and you go on searching and searching. Perhaps you have not lost anything, and you are imagining that you have lost something, but you have not lost something. When you have not lost something, how can you search, and how can you get it? You will not get it. In the same way, the children, they are searching. So it's very normal, it's very ordinary that students, children of teenage, they go through a kind of ups and downs, emotional turbulences. They cannot understand their body. I said, many boys, many teenagers, they block their energy in their body. So therefore, there's a defense mechanism called sublimation. You see, the hormone called testosterone, that's surging like an ocean lake. The sexual hormone, emotional hormone, and in the girls, prolactin. You see the sexual and emotional hormone. It's there. It's surging like an ocean lake. Where do they express? They have no avenues to express. When they do not have avenues to express, they will explore. They will explore. It's very important that we keep instructing. Don't stop instructing. We have to keep instructing. Secondly, we have to demand openness and transparency. Demand openness and transparency. There is nothing wrong because as a responsible parents, we are supposed to do that. Demand openness and transparency and accountability. If they are taking 100 rupees for the expenses, ask for accountability. Hey, what did you do with 100 rupees? 100 rupees is nothing, but then ask. When you ask, 3 times you asked, 4th time, automatically, spontaneously, he will come and tell you, Daddy, I spend 50 rupees for ice cream and 30 rupees for juice, and I have 20 rupees balance. I keep it. Okay? So don't stop instructing. Don't stop instructing. Keep instructing. Because as there are many parents among us. So I'm taking this time to tell you it's very normal. They go through these ups and downs in their lives, and we need to understand that. We need to help them to channelize their energy. Like therefore, we always encourage our children to play, go and play. Let them have physical exercises. As unfortunately, I'm completely against the school system. Like, see, children, they don't play. Now, how many players sports periods they have? They hardly have 1 or 2 sports periods. According to me, they need to play every day. Every day they must play for hour or two. When I was when I was young, we used to play for hours. We used to play. Yes, we studied well, but these days things have changed. And yeah, all right, we move ahead. Yes, okay. Now, I have few more minutes for my presentation. Mr. Mohan, you can mute all the mics. I'm going for my presentation now. Now, what is this? Understanding emotions? It is a process. The process of understanding. The power. If you are able to understand the process, we become powerful. If you are in control of our feelings and emotions, we are powerful people. Who are the people who come to us for counseling? People who are powerless. They do not know how to control their feelings and emotions. And they come to us for counseling. Like, so have a hold on your emotions and feelings. Like, now what's happening here? The process, this is the process. Explore what is happening. I said, name the feelings, understand what does it mean to me. Own the feeling. Hey, it's my feeling. It's not manipulative. It's my feeling. Act. What do I do with the feeling? Either you keep it private or make it public. Now, let me move this little this side. Okay, fine. Can you see my screen, all of you participants?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
fine.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right, now body. Okay, what's happening in my body? Definitely something happens in my body. And what am I feeling? What am I feeling? Now, what is happening when chemistry, the oxygen level, the carbohydrate level, the protein, the sulfur, all these things like. How is my breath is spelling mistake? I think correct would, yeah. How is what is my heart rate? What's my palpitation level like? What's my energy level like? What's happening in my body like? Do I experience things in my body? Second, भैया बंद करिए माइक बंद करिए भैया. Yes. Secondly, impulse. Mr. Mohan, kindly mute the mics, please. Mr. Madhu Mehta. Madhu Mehta, please ask to unmute, and I unmute. Okay. Ask to mute. Okay. I cannot do. Impulse. If nothing held me back, what would I do? What's the action tendency? It's a process. What's the process? For example, you are traveling, you are traveling by car, somebody behind, come and hits you. All right. Now there is a police officer and he is intervening and he is trying to make middle ground. Suppose if there was no police officer, what would he have done? If nothing held me back, the police officer did not hold you back, what would he have done to the fellow who cut you from behind? Meaning, how do I evaluate what's at stake? You see, what I care about it, what matters to me? No, the important question is there. What is my place in the whole event? Event of the accident, event of the birthday. Do I feel comfortable? Do I feel accepted? Do I feel understood? Do I feel encouraged or otherwise? Now the options, we have options. Like, what are the options? What are the ways that I might choose to express this feeling? And how do I define my relations to the whole? I am part of it. If there is a birthday party, I am part of it. If there is a classroom, I am part of it. How do I deal with my feelings and emotions? Like, for example, somebody, as soon as I, open my, begin my lecture, one or two students, begin to yawn. So how do you, how do you deal with this? You shout at them? You yell at them? No, you give them attention. Hey, come on, Dr. Divya, what's going on? Are you tired? Looks like in the first period itself, you seem to be very tired, exhausted. Did you have a good sleep? What can I do for you? You see, I'm expressing my feelings. I'm expressing my, feelings of, disappointment in the first hour itself. The moment that opened my lecture, Dr. Divya starts yawning. You see how I deal with that situation like. Okay, intent. What do I want to happen as a result of my choice of action? Okay, I express my feelings. For example, birthday party. So what do I intend? I intend that the birthday baby is happy. The birthday baby is blessed abundantly. The birthday baby, learns to deal with everybody equally. The birthday baby learns to lead a life of justice and equality. This is my intent. Okay, action. I choose how to express. We have already seen this. And what will happen? Results. What will happen? Results. I pay attention to what happens as a result of my actions. You see, there's always a result of expressing feelings and emotions. Like sometimes we express our feelings and emotions inappropriately. Afterwards, what happens? You will be ruing over that incident, that event. You may be feeling guilty about it. Hey, did I, express it properly? No, she greeted me. Did I, greet her back? She wished me. Did I wish her back? She came to discuss something with me. Did I give her enough time? See, what happens as a result of my actions? If we have acted well, if you have acted well, definitely you have learned the skill of emotional disclosure. And if you have not acted well, how is my relationship affected? How is my relationship affected? I'm just going quickly to some of the difficult feelings that we face in life. Inadequacy. We feel sometimes very ordinarily. We feel helpless. We feel hopeless. I feel this. When I go out in the society, I feel this inadequacy. Because there is so much of injustice happening in the society. And I feel handicapped. I feel hopeless and helpless. I know there's a lot of corruption, injustice. There's a loot, organized loot is happening in and around us. But I'm helpless. I feel inadequate. What can I do? I can do nothing about it. So how do I deal with this challenge? Incompetence. What is incompetence? I am unable to do that. I am floundering. Others are skillful. I envy some people. They are very skillful, very skillful. So many times I wonder you know uh, at some of the creative activities that are happening in and around the colleges and in and around the society. People are sending satellites, you know bullet train, all this skillful people, like, see, impotence. Many times you never seem to react, whereas I feel washed out. See, in the video that I was showing you before my presentation from Stephen Covey, it's a 90-10 principle. 10 percentage, we 10% of what is happening in and around us, we have no control. But then we have control over 90% of what is happening in and around us. See, there's always action is followed by reaction. Expressing feelings and emotions is nothing but reactions. How do we react to things that are not in our control? Only 10% of the things are not in our control, whereas 90% of the things that are in our control. So how do we do that? Sensitivity, affection, like, you see. So many times, now we don't want to be emotionally close with people, like, so we withdraw physical. Hey, you remain where you are, and I remain where I am. Let's have the safe distance. Okay. I spend 10 rupees, you 10 rupees. With that, no, I don't spend more than 10 rupees. I don't expect you to spend more, for me. Like, let's maintain keep, distance. Like, people are sometimes, they can withdraw themselves physically because they do not have the skill to express their feelings and emotions in a normal way. Then, sensitivity to rejection. Like, I feel that you don't give me chances. Sensitivity to rejection, like. Then desire to punish. When you are cynical, I feel like calling you by every damn name, like. This is one of the difficult failings that we have. Guilt, letting someone down. Guilt. Then depression. I'm lost. I have no interest in my life. I'm in the dark room. How can I, come out of this in the dark room to the light? Passivity. I wait here for the rest of you to make, contact. This is very interesting. Like, I expect you to come and talk to me, come to me, with me. I myself don't take initiative to, talk to you, contact me. It happens, like, it happens. These are all, especially when you're the first child, you have this, if you have, siblings, you have this experience, like, You feel, you have taken care of everybody and you have helped everybody, and rest of the siblings, they should acknowledge you and they revere you, respect you. Many times it may not happen like dependency. I feel frightened when I am away from you for any length of time. Like, so these are some of the difficult feelings that we find it difficult to handle. Like, okay, now, Mohan sir, please unmute the mics. Mohan sir.
Done, sir.
Yes, yeah, done. Very nice, very nice. So I suppose feelings about yourself. Go through this. I get angry at myself when dash. I like myself best when dash. I feel encouraged when dash. When I fail, I dash. It troubles me when dash. When I violate my own principles, I dash. I get depressed. Dash. I am most at peace with myself when dash. Yes, who wants to try? Who wants to try? Participants, come on the videos. Yes. Participants, I get angry at myself when, yes?
Okay, let me try, sir. I'm getting answers.
Yes, yeah, go ahead, ma'am. Yes, yeah.
I get angry at myself when I don't complete the job that I've planned for. And I like myself best when I accomplish all the things that I am supposed to do and I've done, then I'm feeling myself very best. And I feel
Excellent.
encouraged by myself when I accomplish all the formalities in the workplace properly. When I fail, I repeatedly tell myself, instruct myself, direct myself, and I use a word to myself, are you not ashamed that you failed to do it? So that is the one which literally stimulates me, and then I try to go for accomplishments. And it troubles me when I did not do the work little bit properly, which on self analysis, when it comes, then it really troubles me and I lose my sleep because of that. Unless I complete the task properly, I won't get the sleep properly. And when I violate my own principles, I again feel very much ashamed and I make sure that I don't repeat it again. I get depressed when when I'm physically feeling literally sick, when I'm not able to accomplish my job at the workplace or in the family. And this depression comes only when I'm physically ill because of, all of us, we are almost, we have crossed 45, 50, and that physical illness sometimes without even inviting it hits us. That is the time I really feel depressed because there will be backlogs of work at family, and so that is the time I literally feel depressed. And I'm most at peace with myself when at the end of the day I feel that I've done something good to my work, that is to the teaching and to the mentees and to the family at last. So that is the peaceful day at the end of the day. So thank you for the opportunity, sir.
Excellent, ma'am. Excellent, Professor, ma'am. Ma'am, I have a suggestion. You could, adjust your camera so that we can. Now I'm seeing your background so much. I see only you from the chin. Yes, yeah. You can adjust your cam.
This camera is being fixed a little bit badly, and due to online classes, the child has changed it in such a way that I'm not able to move it. I just tried, but I'm not able to move it. So these things are technologically so very well, and I'm not little bit able to cope up with that. I will next time try to do some work, and then I'll make it down, sir. Please excuse me.
No. It's just,
Sorry.
I am expressing my feelings.
I understand,
Yes,
sir.
that you,
I
I would
understand.
feel better. yes, I will feel better. Yes.
Yes, sir. While
Yes.
you were while you were giving lecture, I tried to adjust it, but it goes very bad. I could not bring it down, but I will try to
Okay.
before tomorrow evening. I'll try to fix it up, sir. I'm sorry. Thank
No,
you.
no, no, no. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Madam Uma.
Sir, good evening, sir. I'm Uma
Yes,
Maheshwari,
good evening.
working as an assistant professor in SSM College, sir.
Yeah.
I get angry at at myself. In a forum, it is my turn to talk about that, but I miss the chance. Before opening up,
Okay.
if someone is giving some work means, I am unable to do that, but I accept that work. But after that I feel that so I should avoid that, like that I feel that like that, sir. So I get angry at myself that at that situation, and I like myself best when I did the given work or job full successfully, like then I feel encouraged. When I will motivate myself, sir, I will motivate myself and I encourage myself. When I fail, I feel so sad, and I see about what made it I have failed. I see that I see to that solution, sir. It troubles me when someone hurts me with their actions and words. When I violate my own principles, I get guilt feel, and I get depressed when if I didn't complete the work at the given due date or something. And I'm most at peace with myself when at prayer, sir.
Very
At
nice,
prayer
very
only,
nice.
if we, sir.
Ma'am, yeah, I just want to, I am not, labeling you, but then
Okay.
yesterday and today, I presented you the three types, like the M
Okay.
type, the D type, and the B type.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
after listening to your, I get angry at myself when I get opportunity, I don't express it, but then I feel bad about it, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So among these three types, or one more type is there. Um, among these, three types, it's just an indication. Like it's just an indication. Where do you think you are? You are an M type.
I think I'm in B type only, sir.
You are in B type. Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, now we cannot compartmentalize people like this. I am in B type, D type, and M type. Many
Okay.
times, and many people, we are in all types. We are in all types. We should be aware of that. You see, the categorical, divisions of, types of, personality, it's only an indication, yeah, of our personality. So what is healthy here is the B type, and there are some good things in M type. So integrate those good things in B type. And there are some good things in D type. So bring them in integrated in B type. So these categorical divisions of, personality doesn't mean that we are branded to be like, no. No, we are categorizing so that we know sometimes in some places with some people we are in this type, and some places we are in this type, and we are aware what should be the, healthy type. This is all the intention. This is all the intention. And we know many times we are not assertive in expressing our feelings and emotions. Yeah. When we assert our feelings and emotions, we feel good about it. It may be difficult. As I said, skills are not to be taught. Skills are to be, caught. Only by practice and practice and practicing. For example, when you get angry at yourself, now, next time, when you get a chance, jump the gun. Come on, I'm going to say it. Even if others
Okay.
are getting up, you're going to say, I have been raising my hands. Please let me speak. Let me speak. Meaning what? You are becoming assertive.
Okay, sir.
Did you get me, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got,
Very
sir.
nice. Very nice. Yeah.
Thank
I think we
sir.
have 3 more minutes, and I can give one more participant a chance.
So can I?
Yes, yeah, please go ahead. Yes, I'm just waiting for you. Come on the video.
Yeah. Wait a minute,
Yes,
sir.
Dr. B. Bharati. Yes, yeah. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, come on, yes.
Yes, I hope that I can see in the video.
Oh, yeah. You're very
Yeah.
well seen, yes. I can
Yeah,
see
sir.
the fan. I can see the fan over the head also. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
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 Sir. So I get angry at myself when the things are out of my control, sir. And I like myself best when I can manage the things in a balanced manner. And for the third question, I feel encouraged when the people support me and motivate me. And then when I fail, I just try to find out the reason what makes me to fail. And the next one, it troubles me when the people are dishonest and they are gossiping begins their back, begins mine actually. And the next one, when I violate my own principle, I try to find out what makes to violate my own principle, what the things makes me to violate that. The next one, I get depressed when the persons, when others are emotionally cheated me. And the last one, I am most at peace with myself when I am in home, sir.
Excellent, Dr. B. Bharati. Just want to tell you one more thing that is, coming to my mind. Like when we are,
Sir.
overwhelmed by emotions, and if we take decisions, the decisions can be erratic. Like now, why people are overwhelmed by their emotions and feelings? Because they are unable to reason out, rationalize. Now, here is where the psychology, comes to help. Like our mind should be, stronger. What really makes the choice? It's our mind, the mind that makes the choice to keep the emotions private or public. When our mind controls our life, we cannot make mistakes. Whereas when emotions overwhelm our lives, we become erratic and we can become neurotics. Whereas when our minds take control of our lives, we become healthy persons. So that's all I have to say today. And it is 7:15. It's time to stop. And I see a hand raised by Dorothy Francisco. Yes, Francina. Yes.
So I just have a
last question. Yes.
Yeah, it's just a question. It's not about that activity. So when
Okay.
talking about constructive expression, I got reminded of one video which was famous in social media. Like a parent and a child goes to the supermarket, and the kid opens the chips packet, asking the parent to buy it, and he cries lying down. And the parent imitates the same action of the kid, so that the kid collects the papers and keeps it in the rack and then moves out of the place. Like what I felt when you were talking about constructive expression, so it also mentioned that if I cry, they will feel guilty and leave me down, right? Is this action of the parent correct, or can it be done? Like if the kid cries and asks for things, and we can also do the same.
So what is your opinion?
I'm not sure about it. Whenever I see that video, I'm not sure like yes, that can be done or no, because we can't act like that in a supermarket, right? We can't lie down as a parent. We can't lie down and act just like that, right?
Okay, so you yield to the behavior of the child, right?
Sorry, sir.
You give in to the behavior of the child, right?
No, maybe I can make them understand like doing so is wrong, or you can't get things by crying and shouting. Like maybe I can try doing that, but imitating the same action of the kid.
That supermarket is not the right place to give instructions. Probably what the parent could have done, I couldn't hear it properly. But I understand in the context, like what the parent could have done, child. No, I buy this now today, but then after taking it out of the supermarket, the parent can give instructions, and next time if you continue this behavior, repeat this behavior, then it will not be done to you. So he can give instruction to the, after all, it's a child, like child, children are children. So they are playful, and children can be very defensive, very obstinate, and very arrogant, and they like to get the things what they want, like, and they're very defensive in their behavior. But such defensive behaviors need to be corrected. Okay, all right, very nice. So that's all for today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope the session was useful to you, and I will see you tomorrow. And tomorrow we'll be talking about empathy. So thank you very much, and good night to all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.